What's up, teammates? Could have had one. It's disappointing. I was just as excited as everybody when Gardner Minshew came out and started doing it hot. He's getting down. I thought we could do this. Finally, Gardner woke up. Gardner can be a real quarterback. I see him throw a ball for 15 to 20 yards for the first time, not just a dump down or a long bomb. He hit Brock Bowers in the right time. He made some plays. It was all going great. And then Minshew magic went away, and Minshew mistakes jumped all over the place. And just like the sportscaster said, I'm sure you got, of course, you guys watching the game. He's like he said, that pick we never just never could come back from that pick on the goal line. It's just momentum. It's just it was here we go again. That's what it was. That's what it was for me at home. I'm sure that's what it was for a lot of people at home. And it would be hard to believe that the team didn't feel that way when they're like, yes, yes, yes. Oh, no, no. Don't start this. Don't start this. Next drive. Oh, no, it's not even getting anything done. No, don't start going downhill. Next drive. Pick. Another pick. Thrown right directly to the other team. That's the part that is so terrible about the two picks. I mean, just right to the defender in the end zone. Like nobody else had a chance at the ball. Like literally, no one else was going to catch that ball but Patrick Surtain. And he caught it and ran away with it. That second interception, he underthrew him by about 200 yards in the field, on the short field, but and right to the defender again. The offensive player had no chance at it. Only person that was going to catch it was the defender. It was either the defender or an incompletion. Man, that Minshew magic is not reliable. And then at the end, when it's too far gone, we bring in Aiden. Then we go down the field and get that touchdown. And I know he threw a pick but see, he hit Brock Bowers right in the hand. The best cornerback in the game was right there to put his hands in between Brock Bowers' hands. The ball popped up. They got an interception. Okay. That's football. That's what happens in football. There's a good offensive player. The hands are right there. The ball is right there. The defense just makes a better play because good defense always beats good offense no matter what. And the defensive player got the best of the situation. But we came down the very next drive and scored. And we only ran the ball one time, which was into the end zone. So, but we did this twice in a row. 2 weeks in a row. We went, we played, we did with Gardner. He started stinging up the joint. We waited, and then we waited, and then it was too late. And then we said, well, forget it. We'll just put it in Aiden because we're tired of watching Gardner because we're all just going to get too sick by the time we get to the locker room. And then he comes in and just walks down the field for a touchdown. Then he comes in this game, got a tough pick, and then walks right down the field for a touchdown. I mean, Gardner had 28 yards. You guys saw the statistics, man. Anyway, the silver lining is that we're going to be starting Aiden O'Connell next week. And with that starts a whole new year, basically. Like I said last time we spoke about it, about last week's win, last time we started 2 games behind and we had less season left. So, again, we'll start 1 game behind with more season left. And we'll see if we can, and it's not a hole. We're just behind the 8 ball right now. We're not, in the hole waiting for the 8 ball to fall on us. So we're behind the 8 ball, but we're not in the hole. And we can easily pull ourselves out of this hole next week. The Steelers is going to be a tough game. It's going to be a home game. Justin Fields is balling. It's going to be a chance for us to try to see if we can slow Justin Fields down, try to confuse him, and get our defense going. And if we can keep our defense motivated throughout the game, I'm sure that the outcome would be better. You know, it's not an excuse. You can't say, you know what? I don't think our defense gave up. I'm not going to say that. I think they were tired. I think they worked hard. I'm not going to say they gave up. I'm saying that they did what they could with what they had, and they didn't have a lot considering how much the time of possession switched over from what it was to what it became towards the end of the game or in the second half. So, hey, we're not too far behind. We still have a lot of season left. If we wanted to win 10 games, we still got 5 more games to lose before we can't do that. Right? So we got time, we got chance, and, we got a new quarterback. So regardless, we at least have the hope of a new quarterback. And we'll see. We'll just see what happens. I believe Aiden's a better quarterback. I believe the last 2 games he came in and scored a touchdown when he only had 2 drives to do it. We'll see what happens though. Well, he better start. He better start. I'm usually not a demanding type when it comes to me saying what the team should do because I know every damn thing. I'm not, an aficionado, sorry. But funk that, dude. If Aiden don't start, it's gonna be ridiculous, man. We had to come in last second just to get our eyes off Minshew, only to score touchdowns. Anyway, the bright side is, the silver lining is that Aiden's gonna start next week, and it's a winnable game. It's a good defense, which would be a good test to see if Aiden really has what those of us who believe Aiden is a quarterback really does have. And we have a chance at home to pick up a game against a winnable team, start the season all over again, right, at 3-3. And we'll see how we go forward in the future from there and what actually Aiden can do. And the good thing about this, the silver lining of this is this. If I am wrong and Aiden is a bad quarterback and he can't do it, and we go through the rest of the season to see if he can, and he can't, well then good. We at least got him out there and we know for sure. Starting Minshew now, we know for sure there's no Minshew magic when he starts the game. There's just not enough. Last game, like I said, we got bailed out by penalties. The Baltimore win, he found a way to get Devontae and Brock the ball correctly, and they went absolutely nuts in the one quarter that he had out of the 8 that he played. But that's all to the wayside. It doesn't matter now because there's no way Gardner Minshew is starting next week. And if he starts next week, I'm still going to go to the game. I'm still going to watch it. I'm going to bring me one of them little airplane bags in line with wax on the inside to make sure I don't disturb the other fans. Just fold it, close it, and throw it away during halftime or at the end of the game, depending on how much pain I have to go through. But I'm going, and I'm going to have to go through it. But I better be going through this pain watching Aiden throwing that football because we can't do more Minshew. We just can't. We're just waiting for us to let us down, man. Anyway, silver lining is we're going to get rid of Devontae. We're going to get some draft capital. We know Minshew's not going to work. We're going to try out Aiden for the rest of the season. We can find out if Aiden's going to work. Not going to work. We got picks. And if it's not going to work, obviously we don't have a good season. If we don't have a good season, that means we're closer to a good draft spot. Aiden doesn't work out. We got a good draft position. We got extra draft picks. We got plenty of room under the salary cap. We probably is the youngest team in the NFL. I mean, if we look at through the rosters, I haven't, but I know we got a lot of our starters are rookies or second-year people. So we're still a young team. Not that this season's over with. We're still a young team, even if this season goes poorly. But we have a chance to see what Aiden can do. He had more wins last year. he had enough wins last year to work with these wins to help us get to the playoffs. He has enough game, enough time, and he has good enough win percentage that we can still have a chance to get to the playoffs. And if we can get to the playoffs, we can still feel confident in this team, understanding that who we are and what we have right now can take us to where we want to be, and we just have to build upon it in the draft. Or this can't work, it won't work. Let's do our best to take all we have and throw it into the quarterback pot. So from this moment on, we'll see what we do for next year. And at least that's going to be entertaining to see whether we fail or flourish. We'll know how excited we're going to be about the draft and which direction we're going to go. And, keep your eyes on college football, see what quarterback you like. Maybe he'll be a Raider next year. If Aiden doesn't work out, that's probably what we're going to be looking at. But there's no reason for me to believe he won't work out. He came in and scored 2 touchdowns in the last 2 games any damn way. Is that the same amount or more than Minshew? Whatever. Oh, no, he didn't score the second touchdown. We ran it. He was just on a scoring drive. So, anyway. The silver lining is we lost this. We're starting with a new quarterback next week, which changed the whole thing the way it's going. Like we put in a new quarterback this game and we scored when we hadn't scored for 3 quarters. Just like the game before, we put in a new quarterback and we scored. We hadn't been scoring most of the game. So what we can do is bring in a quarterback and we can win more than we have been to this point. So we can do it. The season's not over. Aiden can turn everything around. I'm not saying because he's some type of unicorn. I'm just saying if we work with a quarterback who has all the options that he has and an accurate arm, we can be successful. We'll talk about Minshew's accuracy when I do the game review. But enough of that. Enough of Minshew. We lost. We're going to start all over again with Aiden. We're going to start with a whole brand new offense, basically, because we won't have any Devontae to think about. We'll become the team that we wanted to be before the season start, where we'll be spreading out the ball more often. And, we'll be more successful with running later in the game because they really just stopped and said, you know what? Minshew can't make decisions. We'll just step back and make him have to make one. And he couldn't make any. And it showed. And all they had to do was rush forward because we'll talk more about Minshew in the game when I do the review. I don't want to just beat a dead horse right now. There'll be plenty of horse to beat when I go to the play-by-play. Now I'm not just going to beat him to death with a stick. We're just going to go over what actually happened. So, we're going to start all over, y'all. Worry about it, okay? Future's still bright. It's not as bright as it could be, but we got Minshew out of the quarterback position, right? So now we got someone who can really throw the ball like a quarterback. And we have wide receivers who know how to catch. The silver lining is it starts anew next week. So, and remember, you can't win them all. Clouds have gotten dark. But when you're looking for the silver lining, damn, I keep messing up my line. When you're looking for the bright side, come to the silver lining guru. Out.